Some of them were voting because they had to vote.
But there was, remember there was an issue that, I can't remember if it was the governor that said that no voting occurred in Rivers State. I know there were lots of discussions on
there
no
was a
vote.
petition.
Yeah. Exactly. So and then all of a sudden the numbers from Rivers State comes out, and then it turns out that among all states in the federation, the turnout of voters in Rivers State is the highest. Another thing that's
INEC actually said they checked that out.
That was investigated.
They said there was elections.
In fact, some of the allegation was not absolutely that voting did not take place. They said that some of the processes taken, were not in compliance with the Electoral Act and INEC guidelines for the election. Like some of them said they don't know where collation was taking place.
You know, I guess that.
So on and so, but
I guess that in a contentious election like this, where everybody's suggesting that nerves be calmed, good sense and very pragmatic management of elections are part of the virtues of the INEC leadership. You know, the story of this election will yet be told fully in the future. And so, given the atmosphere that we saw this afternoon in Abuja, you know, and the presentation of Rivers, so what are you really expecting the INEC chairman to say? You know, given all that we knew before the election and during this election, and even at the collation center, what are you expecting to say, yeah, we've investigated everything, we can't take those results? No, that wasn't going to happen.
INEC, by and large, for you, has
handled this. You have to manage election. And,
quite well.
But apart from that, you know, the general disposition of election managers in this climate is that you have an INEC leadership there in Abuja. You have 12 commissioners, you have the INEC chairman. At the level of the state, you have resident electoral commissioner. The REC is saying, we've conducted an election. There's a presumption that an election is conducted. And so, in dealing with that vexed issue, very controversial issue, you know, it's going to be difficult to then have an INEC say, we want to cancel. Rather, what that INEC leadership all probably will do, and that's what is done now, is to say, well, if you have this complaint, take it further. I'm quoting the INEC chairman, that you may wish to take it further, meaning that inevitably you want to challenge it in court, you can challenge it. But once a result is out, it's difficult to then say, I want to act as the court would to say you want to nullify that result.
What do you make of the situation earlier in the day where we had Orubebe with confronting the INEC boss?
I think a lot has been said about that matter, and we shouldn't rob it in. I'm saying this with all sense of responsibility, because if I were to characterize what happened, you know, when Elder Godsday Orubebe, incidentally, his name starts with elder. You know, an elder should behave like an elder. And, you know, I was really shocked when I was watching that incident on television. And I was just praying that nothing untoward wouldn't happen. And I know that immediately after the incident, this television station afforded him the opportunity to then explain his own side. If you ask me, I saw that as damage control, and Colin Bello Fadile, who was also part of the people that are framed up in the famous Abacha coup, you know, who's now started working with the NSA, you know, came out to also explain his own side, the story. I was shocked that he could be a representative of the PDP, NSA. I thought that he was doing a more professional job than being a partisan, you know. But until that explanation was given by the INEC chairman, nobody knew. But they gave their own side of the story. And I think that in line with the national mood now, the president has said, I've considered defeat. I think that we just encourage rapprochement. As a matter of fact, I would expect in tow that Chief Femi Fani-Kayode will call Lai Mohammed, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, and congratulate him. The Director General of the, just down the line, and perhaps the First Lady should congratulate Mrs.
Well, all that went down
you know,
where we
that-
are
that-
looking at
you
the
know.
moment now.
But what
That's
makes
where it all happened. That's the INEC situation room. We're looking at it now. It seems to be getting a little more busy at the moment, and we're still expecting that any time from now, the INEC boss himself, Professor Tahir Jega, will be seated, and we'll have the last state, talking about Borno State, the results announced as well. And we will also keep a tab with our correspondent there, Lanre Lasisi, who is standing in for Channels Television to bring you the latest information coming out from the INEC situation room. As soon as we have it, we'll bring it to you. But coming back to the studio now, some of the figures, yes, you were going to respond to this.
Figures. I find it remarkable that all throughout this period, the INEC chairman, especially with what had occurred today, has been able to maintain a consistent composure, not just today, previously. It's so composed that his voice level, his pitch, has never at any point, either through his discussions with the Senate or the couple of times he's come to do an exclusive here on channels, he's maintained a steady pitch so much that at some point in time I felt he had a problem with his voice. It's really remarkable that despite all the pressures he's faced, despite all the challenges and despite all the numerous phone calls he probably would have received, he's been able to maintain a composure of there's nothing going wrong. He's been able to maintain a quiet, decent level of pitch while speaking, and I think that is a strong, remarkable character. I also think it's a strong thing that a strong thing that is not that a lot of young youths should also try and learn from. Within the last 1 week is it probably has been the most important man in African politics up until today. The whole world has been saying Jega, Jega, Jega. Online he's been trending. Internationally he's been trending. It has all been, what will Jega do? Is Jega pro APC? Is Jega pro PDP? Is Jega partisan? Is he not partisan? Will he be fired? Will he be hacked? Will he be... Everything has all been on Jega. And this man...
Will he be forced to go on leave?
Will he be forced to go on leave? There's been so much things going that he's faced, and I think it's incredible that he's been able to maintain his composure through it all.
Yeah, in quick addition, if I may, it's also important for us to say that beyond giving assurances, and the INEC chairman have given several assurances up to today, performance is also important. Now that we're talking about election and a new beginning, during campaigns and storms and all, politicians can give assurances they will do certain things. And so when they then come to power, it's important that they start acting. Now, if this election largely, had not been a success, largely, if it had been a failure, I don't think that all the assurances and all those good way of behaving, public comportment and all that will amount to nothing. You recall that Maurice Iwu even swore on national telly that even if that would be the last thing he would do on earth, there will be free and fair elections come 20. Is it 2007 or 2011? 2007. And that never came. Channels was always showing that footage over and over again. So performance is key, and I think that in this election, in spite of all the challenges that we've had, they've been good performance. I only hope that we can improve on this. But just to tie to what you said earlier, because I find it very, very important that I should react to that. Now, we're looking forward to an inauguration. And Gimba asked, in May 29th, and Gimba asked the question, what do you expect, what are your expectations from the president-elect, his government, in the first 100 days? And I was just reading out certain things. And you then said, no, let's temper this. The new president needs to build consensus. He needs to pull people together. I understand that. But I'm saying